Hi, this is Matt from TNS Manufacturing. We've had some questions come up with our customers on how to get the tooth, basically, let's say on your left side, how do you mirror it over to the right, or vice versa. We're trying to make sure that we get the same grind on this side as we're getting to that side. Well, there's some easy techniques that we can use to get us really close real quick. The first one is we'll take the tooth. We're just going to say that this tooth is in the position that we like. We've adjusted it. We dialed in and out, all that. So it's set right now. Well, one thing you can do is you can take even a tape measure. I like a steel rule, something like that, and then you can come over and just kind of press it up against here. But I clamp my tooth, come over here, and I can get a measurement. So that we're just going to say this is 3.5 inches. When I come over to the other side of the machine, basically, you'll note, if you can see this, turn a little bit. And so I'll come over here, and you'll notice that I'm actually pretty short, but I can go ahead and I can take my ruler, and I can clamp it because we want it to be consistent, and I can check, and so I can see that I'm actually off by maybe 1/4 of an inch. And so basically you come over here, we're not going to change our stop any. We want to keep that exactly consistent down here. So we don't want to change that. But we can come down here, check that, and then we can begin to dial over the stop on this side of the machine over here and basically bring it over to the stone. Technique that I personally like and what I use is we're going to go back to our left like this. Again, we're going to say everything is great with this position and this tooth. And so I'm right up against my stop, my depth stop, which is right down here. Try to get a little bit better angle for you guys. So you got my depth stop right here. You'll notice I'm against it right there. So I'm coming to that stop. This, we're gonna just say this side stop, which is right down here, that limits the movement this direction. That is also set exactly where we want. So now what we'll do is we'll take it and we're gonna move to the other side. Turn the machine a little bit more, get a little bit better angle. Right over here. So I moved to my other side, and I'm going to advance to my right cutter. I'm going to clamp it, and I'm just going to slide in. You'll notice that I'm against my stop, the stop that's on this side of the machine. So again, I'm not going to change this at all because the depth is good on my left cutter. But what I'll do then is I'll hold this, and then I will begin to adjust the stop right here. And I begin to dial over. Basically, I'm pushing the cutter this way, and I'm going to dial in until I just begin to touch the stone. At that point, you should be equal because, again, we have our depth. We're not changing that at all. We're just telling, basically, we're going to the same depth, and then we're just moving over until we touch. We clamp it because pushing the chain up against the fixed side of the chain rail will give it a more consistent position, and the machine is basically designed around being center of the chain rail. But that is usually the easiest way that you can get things aligned as far as the lefts and the rights, getting them equal. Any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you.